Oh, hi there! So we're making this game where you get to start your own cult. It's called, CultGame. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not ready to show the game off yet. We're still working on it. So I thought I'd make an animation to show you what it's like to play. Get ready for some of the world's best Microsoft Paint skills. Here you go. So we start CultGame by creating a world, a cult leader character, and a cult. I have another video that shows off this process in-game if you're interested, but for now, let's just say we've started the cult of the Ice Fairy Cyrno. Our cult leader is named Eugene. After that, we are placed in charge of our cult. The big question now is, what do we do? Well, our cult is just our one character Eugene right now. Perhaps we'd like to start recruiting some new people into our new cult? A wonderful idea. To start spreading the word of our cool new cult, select the actions choice from the main menu here. Then we'll be shown a menu with the 3 main categories of actions a person can take in their life: ministry, crime, and other stuff. Here, you get to see all of the potential actions we can take in each category. Let's choose to do some evangelism though. Then the game will ask us how we would like to approach our evangelism. We can choose to spread some rumors or preach. Spreading rumors will spread our cult's message slowly, but will make it harder for the government and others to detect our cultist if we're doing anything shady. On the other hand, preaching is a fast way to spread our cult's message, but it is very public and easy to detect. We aren't at odds with the government yet, so we'll just choose to preach. Now we can select the place in the world we want to preach at. By default, we can select the tile on the map that we are currently at, which looks to be the Valley of Aquanav. The last choice we have to make is deciding which character gets sent to evangelize. Right now, it's just our one character Eugene who is available, so we'll choose to send him, and he is sent off to evangelize. At this point, we can end the month and see what happens to Eugene on his preaching mission. As the month ends, we get a monthly report here and shows us exactly what happened. It looks like Eugene has managed to convert several people to be followers of Cyrno. It's not bad. We can select the message in the monthly report to get a detailed result about what happened. You can see that we have a breakdown of the different types of followers we gained and the skill increase that Eugene gets from preaching. The more a character does a task in CultGame, the better they get at it. Eugene will keep preaching on this tile until we call him off to do something else as well. So what does a few new followers mean for your cult? Firstly, it does not necessarily mean you have more characters to command. Followers are merely people who are believers of your cult who remain a part of the general population. If a person decides to leave their life behind and become a full-time member of your cult to serve you and your interest, that's what we call devotees. Devotees are characters you can command to send on missions just like your cult leader character, Eugene. There's still a lot of benefits to gaining followers though, and I'll just get through a few of the reasons why you might want to get more of them. First things first, with the tithe belief, you can start to collect donations from your followers, which is the classic way to make money as a religion. The more followers, the more money. This is to say that characters and populations that follow our cult will begin adopting our other beliefs too. This means that if we create a belief that everyone in our cult must eat dessert every night, this means that our followers will obey and be happier as a result, but their health might suffer a little bit. This goes for every belief that you create. So let's see how you can actually change the world by mandating beliefs like daily prayer, martial arts training, or tax evasion. And lastly, characters and populations that follow our cult are going to be more agreeable to diplomacy. This may seem a little obvious, but it's a clear benefit when you're trying to manipulate kings into doing what you want, or even trying to get peasants to rebel. Okay, so now we're back at the main menu here with a few more followers on our home tile. That's good. Let's let Eugene keep preaching by ending the month again to see what happens. Oh, and this time we have an event that occurs. This is very common. While our cultists are out doing their missions and whatnot, they will inevitably encounter random events that you'll get to decide how they respond to. This is where things get very choose-your-own-adventure-esque.
Blasphemer, idolater, we, the servants of Lord Zardan, demand that you denounce your false god. For there are no other gods before the magnificence of Lord Zardan himself.
Some interesting choices here indeed. Let's say we want to de-escalate the situation and pick option 1 though. we might notice how there's an indicator of skill that our character is being evaluated on for that response. Here it's persuasion, and you can see the percentage likelihood that our character will succeed. Well done! That situation could have been a lot worse, but it looks like our cult leader was able to persuade the priests who approached him.
Suppose Lord Zardan can permit peers. Cyrno is but a lesser god in the domain of Zardan.
Just as we gained more followers for preaching this month, we also established a new belief in front of our followers. When we have opportunities to show how our cult is going to handle certain situations like this, we will frequently get a chance to develop new beliefs. So now we got a reasonable number of followers in the Valley of Aquanav tile. And hey, it looks like that on surrounding tiles we're starting to get a couple of new followers too. This is what happens when religion starts to spread by word of mouth. Let's start making some money though, as supporting our cult's growth is going to take some money. Go to the theology menu, and then to beliefs. And now here, we can see all of our cult's current beliefs, which are sort of like perks or a research tree in other 4X type games. From here, we can select Establish New Belief and view all of our options. Beliefs cost a resource called Theological Power, which is gained each month based on our cult leaders and our devotees' intelligence stats. Basically, a smart cult can come up with ideas for new beliefs faster. Tithing is a great belief, and a lot of religions have that, to start generating some money from their followers. Although our followers will like us slightly less for being asked to donate money, the benefit of getting consistent income will far outweigh this small negative. Let's establish tithing. So now we'll end this month and we get to see that we get more followers, and now we have some money. Awesome. Let's try something a bit different this coming month though. Remember how mean those priests of Lord Zardan were to us? Well, let's return the favor. Go to Actions, select Raid, and on the Valley of Aquanav tile, select Church of Lord Zardan. Now we'll get to create the dream team to raid the church. Right now, it's just Eugene as the sole operative of our cult, as usual, but like any well-connected criminal organization, we can use employees to do the dirty work for us. With the money we have right now, we can afford to hire a couple people to help raid the Church of Lord Zardan. While reviewing the mercenaries in this menu, we'll be able to see their stats and what they're good at. Let's hire 2 people who are good at beating stuff up for this mission. I'm liking the numbers on Grug the Thug here. And with a name like Irma McBodyslam, how could we not strike fear into our enemies' hearts? When we finish preparing the mission, we can end the month. And now, very similarly to the event narrative we navigated earlier, we are put in a scenario where we get to navigate exactly how we want to undertake this raid mission. Let's just say that we want to go in there and start beating the crap out of the first priest we see. So, we'll just choose option 1. Remember to have good manners though. Let's knock on the door.
Why, it's the Girl Scouts. Here to sell us more cookies of your blasphemy? Ha ha ha.
Now here's a situation where we've encountered 2 other people. We have a standard set of choices. Today though, we decide to choose violence. So we select A to bring forth the righteous judgment of heavy objects against their foreheads.
3, 2, 1, fight!
Combat starts with you choosing a strategy to influence the fight for that round. The basic strategies that you always have access to are attack, counterattack, and guard crush. It works out to be that they're a little bit like a rock, paper, scissors matchup against each other. Based on our character's abilities and upgrades, we'll get access to more choices, like focus target, take hostage, and choke slam. For now though, we'll just start with attack. So here we have a full round of combat. It's 3 against 1 now, so we should be able to get rid of him pretty quickly. Let's attack to finish him off.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Yay! We've murdered 2 people! Now we can loot their bodies with L. We get 2 obsidian daggers, a psychic relic, and 12 GP. Another great part of raiding is just robbing people and looting buildings. Inside the church, there's probably a lot more loot and stuff to interact with, as well as people to fight with, talk to, or kidnap. For the sake of time though, we'll just head back home. The month ends and it looks like nothing else noteworthy happened to us besides going about the raid. Now that we're done with that, we can see the loot we have obtained from the raid in our inventory menu. You'll notice that we got an item called Psychic Relic. In Cult Game, we can declare any item to be a relic for our cult, stating that it has religious significance to our god. By doing so, we use up one of the relic slots we have, but we get a special bonus for having the relic. This item has a use as a trinket that can be equipped to our characters to give the character a bonus, but if we declare it to be a relic of Cyrano, we'll see that we'll get a special bonus. The last thing we should touch on today is building our base. In our game, Eugene started out with only a simple wooden shack in the countryside to his name. This serves as his home and his base of operations, but we can build some structures to help us progress as a cult. For instance, let's pay some gold to build a garden. It will be done by the end of the month, and it can produce a crop of our choice. We'll choose weed because we can earn good money by selling it in the city. So yes, you can choose to play Cult Game as a weed farming simulator if you so desire. Alright, that's it for the proposed overview of what playing Cult Game is going to be like during the demo. As for other updates I've made some progress on procedural generation of characters, map tiles, and names, as well as map UI since a month ago, but nothing entirely complete that I think I can wow you with during one of these devlogs. I know my channel is quite small now, but I'll be attending the Origins Game Fair in Columbus, Ohio coming up in the next few weeks. If any of you are attending and would like to meet and talk about Cult Game or games or anything that you'd like, I'd love the chance to hang out with y'all, so please reach out. Until then, thank you very, very much for sharing a part of your day with me and being interested in my work, however offensive and crazy it is. Please like this video so the algorithm will introduce more people to our cult. I'd also love to talk with you in the comments if you can't come to Origin, so feel free to leave me a message down there. And lastly, please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos in the future. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.